manifesting the abundance that you want, creating and uplifting your financial thermostat. Hi, I'm Lucy Griffiths, and I'm all about raising your vibration and creating a life that you love, because I truly believe that when you tap into the kind of life that you want and you step into your flow, anything is possible. But you have to step into your flow and believe it's possible. And really, it's almost like, you know, when you're at the airport and you step on one of those kind of moving walkways. When you're in the flow, life is going to carry you and give you that extra momentum. But you have to step on the walkway. Otherwise, you know, the people at the side who sort of are walking and they're having to walk faster to keep up with you. That's exactly what you're doing when you are stepping into the flow. So how do you do that? Well, it's really about being conscious, being awake to the possibilities. So often people are kind of trapped in the doing and the 9 to 5, and they're staying in that one place, and they are not really in that zone where they're seeing what's possible. And so when you start opening the filters of your eyes and seeing that you can tap into something better, tap into something that is truly amazing in your life, but you really have to start saying, right, what do I want? What do I truly want? And being conscious rather than feeling like you are just going through the motions of life. So if you are not setting out your goals and your dreams and your aspirations and putting them places, telling the universe what you want, instead of just being like, oh yeah, I want to someday get married and someday I'll do this thing, and yeah. And you just go through the motions of life and you accept the possibilities of what life throws at you. But when you consciously decide and you make a decision what you want in life, those opportunities open up for you when you believe it's possible. But it means changing your mindset and being open to those possibilities. So the first thing I do is I have a dream jar. And so it's just a tin, and I literally put in, I'm not going to show you mine, but I put in a little note of what I want to create. Okay, so I write it down. And so the first thing to do is write it down. Now, these are kind of special things that I want. So my big goals, my big aspirations, I will write them down. And so I can then check back on them. So I have a dream jar, and it's like my little tin, and I can, you know, these might be buried in the ground. I read about these from I think what you pronounce her name, Teray Trent, and she was living in Africa, dreamed of going to the US, and she wrote down her dreams in a jar and buried it. And so I really believe that you can do the same thing. And I have all my little dreams, and here they are, you know, and you can start seeing them as possibilities. But you have to be open to them. You have to believe that it's possible for you to get there, for you to step into that highway, that walkway. And once you're in the flow, it's possible. So that's the first thing, okay? So these are for the big goals. And I will start my year with mapping out, I'll plan out my year. I will do a new vision board of what I want to create, and I'll then put them also in my dream tin. So it could be a dream jar, it could be a dream tin, and I put them in here and I keep them safe, and I look at them every once in a while because it's like, oh, these are my little dreams, and it makes me feel good. The second thing that I do is every single morning I will meditate and journal. And so I'll meditate for 10 minutes and I'll tap into my financial abundance, my flow, and really thinking about what I desire and dream about. And so when you step into that space, anything's possible. Like that dream relationship, that dream career, that dream house. I've manifested all of those. And I know it's possible for you too, where you have that beautiful house. Like a few years ago, I was in a really not great place. And I realized that through the power of manifesting, I could manifest the kind of life I wanted. And I manifested. I was told I couldn't have babies. I had my son. I dreamt of, I was living in China, I was living abroad, working as a journalist, and I dreamt of living by Hampstead Heath in London. And then I got my dream house in London. And so you can create the kind of life that you want to live, but you have to make a choice. You have to step into that flow and then recognize that. So it's manifesting by really doing it on a conscious level every single day. And that means I will wake up every single morning and I will meditate. And I will really think about the kind of things that I want and tap into that. So I'm in my flow, I close my eyes just for 10 minutes and I'm meditating. And I'm really feeling into those emotions, feeling into those feelings of what the kind of life is that I'm going to create. And by doing that, my body is creating that kind of life. And so when the brain starts to believe this is the life that you live, it's going to set out opportunities. Neuroplasticity and your brain will adapt and modify to the kind of life that you are creating, the kind of signals, the kind of imagination. If you can imagine it, you can have it. But you have to start consciously doing it. And it means consistently doing it every single day to create that kind of life. I then take my, I have a dream book and I will literally, this is an old one, and I will be writing in this every single day what I want, and I'll do two things. So the first thing I do is I will free flow. So I'll do my meditation and then on the back of it I free flow. And so I'm connecting into those alpha brainwaves and I literally free flow what I want to create. And by doing that, I'm stepping into kind of higher brainwaves and I'm writing out what I want, and I'm getting guidance from my spirit guides, my power, that power within. And once I do that, then everything opens up for me. And I have the best downloads, the best ideas, the best creativity. And so then it's like I'm writing out what I want. So I write out what I want to create, the kind of life I want to live. And then that's, you know, throughout the day, I will just remember to stay in that kind of higher frequency. So you know how we talked about financial thermostat? So if you are raising the thermostat, if you're raising that vibration, that frequency, you are like buzzing and you're excited. But if you turn the thermostat down, you're a bit like, yeah, things are terrible. So you want to raise that financial thermostat, raise that vibration so that you are excited about life. And when you're excited about life, energy flows. And when you're giving off good vibes, you're going to attract good vibes. You're going to attract the kind of people that you want to be connected to, the kind of people that you want to be around. And so work on raising your vibration. Be conscious about it. Notice what you're doing, how you are operating. Because when you are in that space, then everything is possible. And I wanted to show you one final thing, which is my creation box that's probably about, I think it's, oh my goodness, it's probably 20 years old now. And so this was my first manifesting box, and I would put all my dreams and desires into this box. And so manifesting and creating is not just a quick overnight win. Yes, you can have amazing opportunities that open up to you overnight, but it is living the kind of life that you want to live and really consciously deciding this is what I want to go for. And sometimes those dreams and desires take longer than you imagine, but the universe is setting you up with opportunities and possibilities. But it's your choice when you want to step onto that frequency and open up to your flow so that anything is possible. But you have to make a choice when you want to step into that realm of possibility. Wishing you every success with your manifesting journey. I can't wait to hear your stories of manifesting. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to, I've got how to create your vision board. I'll share that below, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.